everyone? Jeff here at Stop the Pirates, stopblogspot.com. July 5th, Sunday, 2020. Wow, I mean, did everyone have, wherever you were, have the big fireworks show? This is amazing to me because I was sitting there going, wow. Where I live in Southern California, as soon as it got dark or just dusk, just big fireworks going off just everywhere you looked. Everywhere. Just going off in the city that I live in. I mean, they even went to the point of pulling out like the roadside signs that are electric and they flash, the big fine, $3,000 fines if you're caught with fireworks. And everyone had fireworks. I mean, not just little, fountains that you buy down at the little fireworks store and, and the little Piccolo Pete's or whatever. I mean, I'm talking big industrial strength, grade, big shell fireworks. I think China just backed up a ship and just unloaded a bunch of fireworks and just gave them to everybody. Did I not get the memo? When did this happen? I mean, the guy down the street from me, 2-3 blocks down, I sat there and watched him and a bunch of other people. I guess he was having a party or something, which is fine, whatever. But they probably lit off $2,000 worth of fireworks. Because I've been to, the only place I even know you can buy these close to here is in Nevada, and an Indian reservation casino. And I went in there and I was looking at these fireworks not too long ago, a couple of months ago, before all this shit happened. And these are not cheap. Just those shells they send up are $20-$30 a pop. I think they're trying to tell us something, don't you? It's like, you can't have any 4th of July stuff. But they're going to have the fireworks show. And I heard it's like that in New York and a bunch of other places too. It's crazy. But anyway, the reason for this video is removing yourself from the voter registration. First of all, voting for president is a sham, because you as an individual person, you don't get anything out of it. I mean, I can prove that too. There's been studies. But the real reason they want you to re-register to vote every 4 years is because they use you and I, not me, but probably you if you haven't done your paperwork yet, as collateral to take out loans from foreign bankers. And they file a UCC1 financing statement. A UCC1 financing statement only lasts for 5 years. So that's why they have to get you to re-register to vote. That's like you're opting into it. You're stating under penalty of perjury that you are a U.S. citizen, which entitles you to all the benefits and privileges of being a U.S. citizen, plus that you have to pay back the loans of these that's owed to foreign bankers, so they can go stomping around the world and blowing everything up and stealing everybody's oil and gold and killing millions of people, which is what they want. Now this, even people in the so-called alternative media community, not all of them, but most of them, the big one, Alex Jones, who I listen to occasionally. I think, he brings up a lot of good points. He's, going after Bill Gates and the pandemic and how it's all a fraud, and it's all a hoax, and, how they're skewing the numbers and Second Amendment and all that's great. But every day is like, it's only 130 days left till the biggest election of our lifetime. Now, the reason he's probably there is they know you're pissed off about everything. And they know, but they're going to drive you into a kind of a far right, us versus them scenario, which is going to lead to our demise or their demise. I don't know, because I know a bunch of people aren't going to take the death vaccine, and if you don't want to take it, you're going to be listed as a terrorist. And because you're walking around with basically what amounts to be a biological weapon infecting everyone else. So they're going to have to take, I might even get into it. Fuck it, it's not my job to say that, but removing yourself from the voter registration. Now, in some states, they have what's called motor voter. So you don't even have a choice because your license lasts 4 years. You notice that? Your driver's license or your ID card. I don't have a driver's license, but because I don't drive. Yeah, so Oh, mine expires next year. Oh well. So they have what's called motor voter, and they register you to vote automatically. Um, there are some forms out there that you can send to the White House and just basically tell them they're all a bunch of criminals and I don't consent to any of your bullshit. But I think the easiest way to go about it is just go to the Secretary of State website in your state. And like here in California, they have on the voter registration page, down at the bottom, um, says how to cancel my registration. If you're currently registered to vote in California, you'd like to cancel your voter registration. And if you're not sure if you're registered or not, I would just send one of these in anyway. It's just like a 2-page PDF. Just fill it out and mail it in. They give you the addresses to where to mail it in and everything. So the reason you don't want to register to vote, there's a couple of reasons really. There was a study. Where is it? See, there's so many more people. There's almost 300 million people on the plantation right now. And when they made all of these, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and all this shit, there's a lot less people. So now we have like 435 members of Congress, representing 300 million people. It's not even, your vote doesn't count. It doesn't matter. In America, how it's supposed to be is each individual person is its own sovereign. We don't have authority over anybody except ourselves. We govern ourselves. But when you register to vote, you hand your sovereignty over to them and say, here, I want you to rule me. I want you to tax me. I want you to take half my income. I want you to extort me. I want you to use false flags against me. I want you to steal everything I have. And I want you to use me as collateral for your loans against the. I looked at and I have this on one of my videos on my YouTube channel. They file a UCC1 financing statement every 4 years and include all of the people on the plantation as collateral for all of these loans. Last time I looked in 2010, I think it was for $14.7 trillion. And so we're like the collateral. I mean, it's like if they get belligerent and don't pay these loans, they can do things like, oh, I don't know, lock you up, put you under arrest, make you sit in your house, make you wear a mask. Okay? It's nothing personal, it's just business. And they want to kill you because when you eliminate the debtor, you eliminate the debt. So the first thing I would do before you even doing your UCC1 financing statement is get off this voter thing, especially now. They've got to have you vote. They need your consent. They need that paperwork. That's why there's so much money that goes into the voting thing and all the drama and all of it, Trump, and everybody believes in them, but they're all in it together. Come on. A good example is between 2010 and 2015, the top 200 politically active companies spent a total of $5.8 billion influencing the government. Those same companies got $4.4 trillion back in US tax dollars. Some people, they say out of all the people, only about half of the people vote. And 25% Republican, about 25%, it's pretty much a 50-50 split. 25 Republican, 25 Democrat. The other half either don't vote or they only vote sometimes. And a lot of them, they're getting a lot of them now to come in and vote. Like all these people they're bringing in from other countries that are automatically registered to vote. Welcome to your new prison. Even the people that don't vote, see, they're registered to vote, which is what they want. We had some statistics here on Anyway, some university did a study. If I was just going to try and find it, but here it is. Many of us believe our vote doesn't count. Researchers at Princeton University looked at 20 years of data to answer one question: does the government represent the people? What they concluded was the preferences of the average American appear to have only a minuscule, near zero, statistically non-significant impact upon the public policy. So if you think your vote doesn't count, then you're absolutely correct. So why would you register to vote? I mean, let's stop giving these people a gun that's got pointed to our head. There's a link to if you want to go even one step further, that you can send to the White House. That somebody's already made this 2-page document, and I don't know if you send it to who's gonna look at it. You know what I mean? And the popular vote doesn't even count anyway. And as a resident, you're considered a resident of the District of Columbia. So you have one like proxy vote in the company. And all those, out of all the US citizens, you have only 3 electors. Out of all the electors, you have 3 electoral votes. So it's just a poll. They just kind of see which way you're leaning, you know. And it's always 50-50. But yeah, man, do this as soon as possible. I mean, just, I think just go to your Secretary of State website or just type into a search engine, how do I get removed from the voter registration? Go to stopthepirates.blogspot.com. I'll leave links down below. Like, share, and subscribe if you like the info. Thanks.